Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, what a run they've had this year in Houston. I mean, this is a team who nobody was expecting really anything out of. They're coming off back-to-back 4-win seasons, but something clicked, and here they are as AFC champs.
And we always recognize Houston as a city that's hosted Super Bowls, 3 of them, in fact. But neither the Texans nor the Oilers ever played in the big game. So what an exciting time for their fan base.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback from the University of Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Just the first quarter, it's going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring out the 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
2 years ago, we saw Dak Prescott carted off the field with a major injury. And 2 years later, here he is leading his Cowboys into the Super Bowl. What a rewarding moment for one of the league's most inspirational players.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, Prescott. Man open, that's That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
An extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the gut with Burkhead. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Dorsett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing.
Oh, Prescott stripped. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-all is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. The fumble on 1st down, now here's 2nd down. And we are back, biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On play action, Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, you don't become a two-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I'm not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. It's another first down. I'm going to be a gain of 21 yards. Allen running right on the option. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Allen doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you over and get to the quarterback.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Prescott on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 25 on second down, Prescott right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And again, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, but he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Marr able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Final shot before half for Allen. Shifts past him at the 45. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's halftime here. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. Ooh, the juke. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Elliott once more. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They go to Elliott again. To the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 1 more quarter remains. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, a spot right at midfield at the 50. 72 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And this one too low.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Now back to the ground with Elliott. A little juke. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 85 yards. And the Texans have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Kicking out of bounds.
And that one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On the return, it's King. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 2nd down run for Burkhead. Houston. Rex Burkhead, 39 yards. And the Texans are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 11, just over a minute 40 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Finding Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Dak. That's complete to Lamb. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Dak. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans, kings of the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.